play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring! Bombs Dingo gonna find Rainer!
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series. It's the Christmas replay edition today and I am joined by none other than Munkus. Welcome, Munkus.
Howdy everybody.
So I promised that I would get some more Christmas dogs here, so I'm gonna try to get Alice up on the screen here in just a moment, but we're gonna see a cast between Durotan's Couch and Die Provision. Excuse me, from Division C East next. Now, Munkus, I don't...
Christmas dogs. I really want to see a Christmas Deathwing.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, put a little Santa hat on Deathwing. Alice, come here. Okay, 1 second. I have to move another dog away to get the one. Come here. Keep talking, Munkus.
What I really want to see Christmas Deathwing, Christmas Asmodan, Christmas Mephisto. Just, you know, all of the big bad boys of the Nexus here.
Alright, come here.
Guys that you usually see in the NGS match.
Alright. Alice making it onto stream with her little Santa hat. Say hello, everybody. She's... You can't see her suit though. Let me lift her up a bit. There you go. Oh, see, look, it's a Santa suit. Say hello to everybody, Alice. You can tell she's super excited, everybody. All right, so with that in mind, let's take a look at our maps, shall we?
All right.
All right, so our maps, Durotan's Couch here, banned out. Tomb of the Spider... I'm sorry, no. Towers of Doom and Sky Temple. And then Die for Vision banned out Battlefield of Eternity and Dragonshire. And it looks like Durotan's Couch was the selector of Tomb of the Spider Queen, our first match.
Tomb of the Spider Queen again.
Yeah, I feel like we just saw this.
Deja vu.
All right, you ready to get down? All right, you can have the hat off. There you go.
Oh, another Leorc. Oh, an Ezevo game. And the Zul'jin. Rexar, Zul'jin, Leorc. I feel like we just saw this game.
It does look kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah. But, okay, here's my big question. Is this pre or post Nazeebo nerf? Is he at 20% spell power or 10% spell power?
This is on the current patch. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to watch it together.
Alright. So, it's the Thing of the Deep is not absurdly OP.
Not absurdly, it's still pretty solid.
It's solid. It was broken at 20%.
It was pretty broken.
Weren't taking it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, we are all set up here, so let's go ahead and get into our introductions. On the left, we've got Durotan's Couch. Go ahead.
We have Captain Wedge on Aero, Big Egg Roll, love that name, on ETC, Gohan on Leorc, Afish on Nazeebo, and Wildcard on Greymane.
Alrighty, and over here for the red team, we've got Die for Vision. It's going to be Sulfide on Zul'jin, Earl Schlepp on Johanna, Atlas on the Rexar, Roy playing Gul'dan, and Shamhat on Stukov.
And we do have a Thing of the Deep by the Nazebo. Good pickup.
We do. So, as far as the bans here, we can pull those up real quick here. We saw Kael'thas, Sylvanas, and Raynor banned out by Durotan's Couch. And Die for Vision banned out Deathwing, our first Deathwing ban, and Anduin and Jaina.
Oh, Deathwing.
Who knows?
Baby boy.
We may yet see a Deathwing, but at least in this game, not this round.
And 4 stacks on Gul'dan's Echoed Corruption. That's a pretty nice start for the first clash.
Yeah, being able to get 10% out of your first by level 1 is nice here. It's going to be Headhunter for Zul Jin, so looking for those kills. I'm assuming that Stukov just got slammed against a zombie wall because he was in the middle of absolutely nothing, but the zombie wall had disappeared by the time I looked.
It's the zombie wall. It has so many good uses, especially with Ariel having a resurgence in the meta. Just slap people into the free wall.
So I do expect us to see a resurrection here as well. Like the value of resurrecting either Greymane or Nazebo would just be, really high value.
I think resurrect outside of maybe like the very top players is so absurdly broken.
Yeah, and especially at level 20, getting that basically 50% cooldown reduction as long as your target doesn't die is huge.
And you can self-cast and it counts.
The self-cast is absolutely bonkers. I couldn't believe they did that. Oh, Leoric falling low, but it's going to be the rotation from Greymane looking for Atlas here. Leoric's still low, but able to go ahead and back out. Bruiser Camp picked up for Die for Vision as well.
Gonna look to see what Leoric Ossian Renewal gives him on-demand regen.
Well, a nice kill onto the ETC there as fighting under the Bruiser Camp, giving the advantage there to Die for Vision, and the silence from Stukov keeping ETC locked down in front of the wall.
Yeah, and Ariel a little bit low on energy. He was able to get some up there. This is the one downside with Oriel. You have to be dealing some pretty consistent damage with her in order to get that full value. Even now, even with all the buffs to her energy generation. So she does get a pretty decent chunk of it all on her own now.
Yeah, and she's got repeated offense as well, so that's going to allow her to hit those detainment strikes a little bit easier, eventually doing, significantly more damage as well.
Especially with the zombie wall.
Yeah, indeed. And keep in mind, too, like, it's not here, but Tassadar's Force Wall works for that as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And
as does the Orcan too.
Right, yeah, exactly. I imagine... Well, looks like Sulfide getting knocked back there might actually survive here, yeah. Not quite able to get the secure. But I imagine that the unpassable terrain of both Hammer and Sundering, if they took it, probably work as well.
Yes. As long as, unpassable, as long as it is a thing that you can't go over, it counts as a wall.
So, that said, it's kind of interesting because, like, Leoric can ghost form through Tassadar walls, but not through and actually through zombie walls as well, if I remember correctly. It's only the terrain effects, the other terrain effects that we were talking about there, that he can't go through.
I think the game just treats player created geometry as different.
Yeah, but that's all player created geometry, right?
Right, I'm saying that Leoric can walk through, I think, all player-created geometry in Ghost 4.
I don't think he can walk through the Sundering, though, at 20. It'd be worth checking. I don't know that for sure, though. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that works. Like, have you ever tried that specifically? the hammer
No,
or
because I never see anybody take that.
yeah, it's a pretty rare talent.
Like to all of the Thrall people out there, if you hit level 20, you should have taken Earthquake. Like it is one of those things that Earthquake level 20 spike is so big.
Oh yeah, getting the shields is awesome.
Getting the shield every time it pulses.
So damage onto the walls here. Ultimately, the web weavers will go down before any keeps. However, bottom keep is getting very low, and Leoric as well falling low. Is Misha gonna charge in and get that kill?
I feel like we've seen this game before.
This is a little bit more defensive, but Dive for Vision really putting the pedal down.
Red got first turn in, and the bot keep went down with it.
It does sound familiar, but we'll see. Level 10 changes this map pretty significantly, and level 20 especially for Durotan's couch.
Hold the phone. We have a Wizened Duelist Greymane.
I mean, why not, right? Instead of Quicksilver?
I mean, I love it. It is just so risky.
It is.
Like,
but you know what? Greymane says, it's okay, I'll just get res so that I can lose half of my stacks again. Just kidding, just kidding.
Who wants to lose half your stacks when you can lose all your stacks? No,
So
I mean, I love Wizened Duelist, and to hammer a point home, if you don't die, it's the right choice.
Yep. Mega Muffin calling you out. Cursed Bullet going out. Rexar getting very low, just able to make it over the wall, though, as Johanna coming in with the Condemn. Big stun there, and
Big fear.
Horrify will separate the team. Lyric's having to ghost walk out of there. No deaths yet, though.
Corruptions in that fear, that's huge, and no kills so far.
But there's no fort to retreat here. A-Fish is looking pretty pretty much in danger, but Misha pulled back, not able to get the kill. That would have been fantastic to get a kill onto Nazebo and losing 30 gems there.
Those Ariel heals, just so good.
Ariel is such a strong healer now. Like, her heal cooldown is fairly short, which makes sense because, of course, you have to charge it up. It's AoE, and the later you go in the game, like, especially if you go Reservoir of Hope, you could just get these massive heals.
Yeah, and because it's energy-based, you always win Battle of Attrition.
Well, there's Leoric and Tomb onto Johanna. She uses Blessed Shield, but Leoric just walked away. So 2 ultimates used there. By the way, it is Stage Dive from ETC, not Mosh Pit. And that makes sense. They have a lot of ways to interrupt a Mosh Pit.
Yeah, everybody but Zul'jin, basically.
And Zul'jin would just interrupt it by death.
Yeah, he would just kill you.
Yeah. So the bottom web weaver here, Dive Vision getting another turn in. Bottom web weaver is all the way up there to the wall. But the bulk of the action up here in the top lane. Cursed Bullet going out. I don't think it hit anything.
It did not. We've got 2 pretty chunky front lines here on each team, with the Johanna and the Rexar on one side and Nazebo, Leoric, ETC on the other. Down goes Misha. Yeah, and Nazebo went Big Voodoo. He's at 3,800. He has more health now than ETC.
Yeah, Big Voodoo is one of those things, especially on this map. Like, I know people who like Blood Ritual here. I love Big Voodoo here because you can get so many stacks so easily, and then a globe just gives you so much health and mana.
The only time I think you can take Blood Ritual is if it's a 2-lane map and you're in quick match, because Big Voodoo is just so strong.
I would think it might actually be really good for Infernal Shrines, but that's the only one I ever look at it on. As we got a turn in here for Durotan's couch.
I mean, you'll see by the end of the game, this Nazebo is going to have so many little pegs of health. Metazine.
That's a huge kill onto Johanna there, getting the zombie wall to isolate. And being stuck in a zombie wall with ETC and Greymane feels bad.
Yeah, and Greymane, 16 stacks of Wizened Duelist. He's getting up there. Big flank.
Oh, did they get a second kill? They sure do, I think. Oh, no, the Horrify's gonna save him.
Good use of the QE to get out of there by the Greymane. They're gonna shove this thing all the way down their throats, it looks like. Maybe get a keep out of this.
Yeah, they're on similar talent tiers. Stukov's not back yet, but I don't think they get a keep. I think they can take the wall. This spider doesn't have that much health left. Unless they get some kills here, then that could be a different story, but...
They at least get the tower. Yeah, they get the towers, and I think they back off now.
Oh, they may be looking for this Oriole. They do. The Resurrect is available, and here she comes, so gotta be watching for this as she pops in right next to the team. Wildcard having to get out, save the Duelist stacks there. Sulfide looking for Captain Wedge, not quite able to get that Twin Cleave out there to slow him down.
Wow.
Afish, though. Wow.
It shows how strong the res is. Like, she had no way of using Crystal Aegis to save herself there. She reses, has full HP. Her entire team is dead. They are dead if Ariel is not there.
Yep.
That is insane.
And because this is such a low kill count game here, we see that Durotan's Couch has 113 gems to turn in.
Good lord.
They could quite literally get a triple, like, back-to-back-to-back Web Weavers as they isolate and destroy Gul'dan. Stage dive coming in. They're looking for Shamhat. That's another kill. That's going to give, for sure, a Web Weaver here.
I mean, yeah, this could be game with 16s and Web Weaver and possibly boss.
I was going to say, I would like to kind of see them wait on the turn to start the bots here. And that's what they're going to do. That'll give Die for Vision enough time to res. So there'll be a little bit less pressure from the players, but there's going to be a lot of pressure. And a boss plus a Web Weaver at 16, I mean, like you said, this could very well be game.
Yeah, they need to hit 16 before that they clash here.
Well, Durotan's Couch is actually heading down to clear up the camp in the middle, which is good for Die for Vision. They are going to get 16 here in just a moment. We'll pop those up. And Leoric just walking away says, yeah, I'm not having any part of this.
Oh, if he can get an Entomb on top of that boss, he's looking for it.
Rexar letting the boars out here. Misha's going to get taken out by Nazebo, but the Flaming Swipe...
Fear.
Flaming Swipe saves the Entomb as Johanna using that Unstoppable to get out. Greymane falling very low is ultimately able to get out, though.
And boss is still alive. They still have middle Web Weavers. And there go those stacks.
Oh, and Greymane's getting resurrected. Not in time to pick up his gems, though. So stacks reset to half, as the middle Web Weaver gets a keep as well. So it actually took down Fort and Keep in the mid lane while they were doing that.
Well, that's not game, but it's going to be a pretty close thing if they get this triple turn in.
Yeah, with the Web Weavers pushed so far forward here, I mean, those going right onto core would be disastrous.
Oh, yeah. And ETC with stage dive, the second he reses, he's in this fight.
Die for Vision needs to find something right now. Like, Zul'jin is too far split off, trying to push that lane back. And Durotan's Couch is playing pretty defensively here. We're going to see Johanna getting the Condemn. Not recognizing the zombie wall, though.
Look where Leoric is.
Yeah.
He has pushed this lane. All the Web Weavers are going to spawn at their core.
Well, stage dive was used there. Able to secure the kill onto Gul'dan. Shamhat there using the flailing swipe, trying to push the team back. Does do so, and dodges the Entomb just barely. But I think with these Web Weavers coming in, this is a core push. And Greymane agrees. He's right on that core.
Oh yeah. Without Gul'dan up, I don't see how they can defend against all this incoming core damage.
Well, that was a huge burst, but no kills just yet there, and the core already down here.
That's game.
Very low kill count game, 6 kills to 5.
Very low kill count to the point that Zul'jin did not finish his quest.
Oh, indeed. Wonder who it was. Who?
He needed
Nazebo. Yep.
The super tanky Nazebo.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, good job, Fishy. In chat there, watching today's stream on Christmas.
Is Fishy in chat the Fish Nazebo that we just watched?
That would be correct.
Well, good job on the Nazebo.
All right.
In siege and hero damage. Outpaced the Wizen Duelist Graving.
Afish says no. No, that's not me. With the incognito. Oh, that's not incognito. I thought that was the glasses with the mustache. Just finished.
Brothers glasses.
But Big Egg Roll says that's you. What are you talking about, Fishy? Why are you lying to me on Christmas? It's not nice. Not nice at all. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take that point away from you. You don't get that point. Bam. Back to 0. All right. So, where do you think we're going for game number 2? Uh-oh.
Infernal Shrines of Dragonshire.
Oh, okay. It's just waiting for you to leave the replay. I was like, wait, why can't I load
sorry.
this?
I was still looking at the stats.
Yeah, you're fine. Infernal Shrines or Dragonshire? Let's see. Were either of those bans? Dragonshire was banned. Oh, okay. All right. We are going to see some of the same heroes. In fact, a very similar team out of the couch. Please no shrines. Please no. Says Mega Muffin.
he despises shrines with all of his heart and soul.
Right, there we go. It is not going to be Infernal Shrines. It's actually going to be Volskaya Foundry. So there you go. Mega Muffin's all happy and excited now. All right, there's the draft, Munkus.
Ooh, Grey Mane swapped sides. Ooh, Nazebo is back again. May take Uther.
Yep.
I like these drafts.
All right, we are all set and ready to go for the game.
All right. On the blue team, we have Captain Wedge on Ariel, Gohan, son of Kakarot, on the Yorick, Afish on Nazebo, Wildcard on Junkrat, and Big Egg Roll on Uther.
All right, over here for Die for Vision, we've got Roy playing Gul'dan once again. Shamhat on the Lucio. Atlas gonna be on Arthas. Earl Schlepp on Johanna. Roy on. What the heck is Roy on? Oh, Roy's on Gul'dan. I said Roy. Soulfight on Greymane. Who did I miss? I don't know. I think I got everybody. Whatever. It shows in the pop-ups. All right.
Let's look at these talents here. Another Echo Corruption. Thing of the Deep again. Ostian Renewal. Very similar to last game. Is
So,
Deathwing banned here again?
I'll tell you in a sec. I do see one difference in talents, which is actually Ariel's. So she went with Swift Sweep here instead of, I don't remember what it's called, but the one that gives you cooldown reduction, which is what she took last time, I think.
That is correct.
So little bit of a variation there. Also, Junkrat going into the grenades here, Tricky Shuffle's giving him that movement speed and additional basic attack damage. Instead of going into a concussion mine or trap build.
I think trap build is the correct choice, but also if you can't be consistent with it, don't do it.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know that I would go so far as to say it's the correct choice. I think that many people take it, and I think it provides a lot of value on this map. But if you can hit those grenades and get the auto attack damage, then sure, you know, you've got a pretty beefy front line.
I think statistically you get more damage out of trap build as long as you're consistent with it.
Yeah, hitting the mine and the...
It's kind of
traps,
like
yeah.
the Tracer level, what is it, 16? With their reload stuff. If you can land the proper timing on a reload each time, then you should always take it.
Right,
but if
right.
you can't, don't.
So Greymane blocking Johanna there, body blocking her from getting through, does get the spider value there. Little bit
quite a full invade there.
Little bit awkward. Let's see. What do we have for bans? So Die for Vision did ban out the Deathwing and Anduin and ETC. Durotan's Couch banned out Kael'thas, Sylvanas, and Li Ming.
Kael'thas extremely strong, especially at this MMR band. Just it is so hard to make sure that nobody is spreading those bombs on this map.
Yeah, and even aside from the fact, you know, just having a living bomb on you provides so much chaos that even if you don't spread the bomb, it still puts a pause button basically on the damage incoming.
It certainly does limit the type of heroes that you can field against a Kael'thas, because you can't have like a ton of melee going into that. Like it would be rough to have, say, a Johanna and a Greymane into a Kael'thas.
Mm-hmm. Control point A has been activated. Both teams, however, have their siege camp going in the top lane. And we're going to see Die for Vision elect to focus first on clearing out the siege camp. And now rotate down.
And we're seeing some pretty standard picks at level 4. I must admit, I have no idea what Uther's talents are, so I'm just assuming that they're correct.
Yeah, so that allows him to do the offensive Holy Light. So it's good for main tank Uther because it means that he can keep his armor up more often. Because it reduces the cooldown of Holy Light to 6 seconds when it's used offensively, and it still heals him, so there you go.
And Sulfide, not a Wizened Duelist, is going with quick silver bullets.
Alrighty. So party mix completed there. Gonna keep Licio in the mix there as the concussion mine hit onto Atlas, throwing him deep into the back line there. But so far away was everybody else on the team, so couldn't get the kill onto Arthas. Root coming out does hit onto Uther, but they get the stun and the kill onto Johanna and make it a double kill as Lucio gonna fall as well.
Very nice.
Oh, big damage come out onto Greymane as well from the Nazebo. Getting some toad damage, throwing on some spiders. You love to see it.
Tank Uther is legit. I mean, a point and click stun is a point and click stun.
Yep, and having not quite 25 constant armor, but you know, on demand basically is pretty valuable for a tank. It's not quite as easy or as often as like ETC's 25 armor, but it's not too bad.
Oh man, I think that they might have to give. Yep, they gave up the protector for that. They were doing so well. Oh goodness.
Yeah, Nazebo falling there to the Arthas, but Greymane ultimately falling to the Leoric. So the Protector is going to go over here to die for vision.
Now, I don't like who they have in the Protector. They have all of their damage in the Protector.
Yeah, Greymane's not here, so the Gul'dan's the only one that can do any damage at this point. That said, I mean, Gul'dan, if he was outside the Protector at that point, would have been really exposed. So I think that's probably why they put him in, is just because of the fact that he was the most in danger.
It's
my guess.
Yeah, see, they're swapping out. Okay. Not
Well,
swapping out.
they now have. Yeah, they've got Greymane now who can do the siege. Level 10's up here for Durotan's couch now.
Interesting that they lost the Protector, and that they're heading experience.
Right. I had to think about that for a second, the way you said that.
They have one more kill, but that doesn't account for. I can't check where their experiences come from.
There's 1,000 more XP from minions, and that's the biggest difference. In fact, that's all the difference. So there you go.
So
a little bit better soak. Wow, able to lock down or not lock down, but walk down and get that Leoric kill. The stun onto Lucio is looking like a second. That knockback was lucky and or perfectly timed from Wildcard there.
Yeah, they have if they can get the Oriole stun, then they have a really, really good lockdown with Oriole and Uther and Uther.
Yep.
And they have so many ways to set up the Oriole stun with the Leoric and the Nazebo. They can set up that anywhere that they want to, pretty much.
Well, the rotation coming down to get to Leoric, not quite able to get that kill. They do get a bunch of damage on him, but he's able to get down half the tower, certainly the wall. So setting up for late game already.
And we have another camp being picked up here. Let's see here. That's 1 camp to 1, I believe.
Well, it's 2 to 1 right now. Durotan's has the bio emitter that they picked up there a little bit earlier. Entomb coming out is going to get onto 2. They get the lockdown onto Greymane. Riptire coming out, but no kills. It just barely missed Greymane.
Hey, Greymane a little bit low, and Greymane went go for the throat, which it's great. The only problem is that resurrect on that Oriole. Just it's so OP.
Yeah, but getting those resets, getting the additional damage, this was possibly, I don't remember the day that this was. This could have been before Unleashed was banned, because there was one day that it was open. So we'll have to see. They may not even go into that. They may continue on with Hunter's Blunderbuss, especially with a team like this, or even the new Razor Swipe talent. Well, Entomb going out. However, Leoric right up in the thick of things. Yeah, it's going to be here in Nazebo. Pop an Ice Block, trying to get away from the Greymane. Greymane using, I think, go for the throat. Didn't get it.
I am amazed that Nazebo lived through that. He must have had armor from Uther, because he was at no health when that go for the throat went out.
Thumbs up from Afish in chat. Indeed. And that's going to give the control point here over, at least to begin with, for Durotan's couch, as Die for Vision heading down into the bot to pick up their trait.
Big problem here from Durotan's couch. They're just getting no trait value from the Leoric.
Yeah, like, what's going on with that, guys? How many deaths do we have out of Leoric? Where is that? No deaths from Leoric. I'm gonna need you guys to fix that, please. You are wasting his trait. Big Egg Roll gets stunned from the Johanna stun there. The knockback onto Arthas. There goes the Divine Storm. Shamhat trying to pull away now, as they will get the kill onto Arthas this time. Shamhat gets stunned again by Uther, and is just trying to sneak out. Spooky Hand missing there from Leoric, so he's having to pull back as falling pretty low.
Everyone is pretty low on Durotan's couch, and then almost immediately get healed back up from the Uther and Ariel combo.
Yeah, Uther Oriel is just so strong, getting the AoE healing and then also the burst of armor. So this second protector gonna go over to Durotan's couch.
Yeah, and if it looks like they're gonna get 16s during this push at some point. That's pretty big. They can easily get a fort mid or bot off of this.
Well, the protector's already at half health. There's no doubt that Die for Vision does a lot of damage here. Captain Wedge is getting low. Leoric gets the Entomb into the back there. Soulfight having to run away from the Nazebo spiders.
And oh no, out comes the Leoric with the chase.
Yeah, I was just a little bit too late to catch that. Atlas getting super low. The Horrify going out, not in time to save him.
Lucio's got to watch out. He is super low. Everyone is super low.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull back here and give up this mid fort. Protector's still sitting at about 20% health. But only about 5 seconds left, so they're not going to be able to get anywhere else to get any protector value.
Yeah.
Level 16's online here, so Leoric going into, at 13, the Wraithwalk talent, Ominous Wrath, reducing the damage of the enemy team, which is such a value talent, but at 16 going into Crushing Hope. So if they can get that full duration life drain out, then that's going to do extra % damage.
And that's pretty big against Johanna and Leoric. Oriel went Wrath of Heaven, so that is extra spell damage on the Nazebo. Looks like the Naz is the preferred hat target.
Makes sense. So bottom fort already taken out here for Durotan's couch. We're going to see top fort traded out most likely, although we're getting this rotation up here from the couch.
And there goes the Spooky Ghost, reducing damage by the Gravebane.
Biotic Emitter was dropped, as was the Army of the Dead here, but Greymane, or not Greymane. Yeah, Gul'dan getting the D-Storm there. And so far, this is more kills almost than the entire last game, it seems like.
Soulfight gets 2 kills, but one of them was completely negated. 3 kills, one of them completely negated.
Still, that's, you know what? They got 3 kills. That puts them in the strongest place they've been in the game so far, other than when they had their protector.
Absolutely. You just hate to see all that work go into taking out the healer and then just whoops, JK.
Yeah, it's such a strong talent, but you know, it's not like there's no counterplay to it. It's just that you have to be mindful of that when you're drafting and playing your ultimates and everything.
There's no counterplay to it. It's just that there's almost no counterplay to it.
So now Die for Vision's pushing up in the bot lane, and I think this is a great decision from them. They're equalized in their talents here. They still have the man advantage, as Uther not back on the map yet, and so they're gonna get this bottom fort. But the rotations are coming in now from Durotan's couch. They don't have the ability to take this down before they get here.
Now they don't know that Nazebo is lagging behind, so this is a little bit ballsy staying in this long. But oh, Ariel's in trouble. Fear.
And there she goes. She does have the resurrect. She's coming right back up. They're going to get the second kill onto Uther. Atlas with the Army of the Dead trying to stay alive here. They get the double kill onto Oriel herself. And the
I
boot
feel
back
like we
onto
just saw
Arthas.
that happen. I feel like Ariel just died. How did she die again?
Magic. 100% for the Christmas. I don't have a Christmas sweater.
And there you go. There's your counterplay to the Ariel res. You just kill her immediately when she comes back up.
Yeah, she's got no hope at that point. At least at this level, she doesn't have the movement speed that you get at level 20. At level 20, of course, she's just going to walk away and be just fine. So this is interesting placement for this, for hiding in the bush up here at the top. I guess that they're waiting for Greymane to look for this Junkrat.
Wait, this can't be. This is showing Resurrect is already back up off of cooldown, but she just used it. Are you seeing it?
There it is.
Okay,
yeah, because she had to. She had to.
Display bug.
Yeah.
It was a display bug. It's counting down normally now.
Arthas getting stuck in the wall there. Gohan, however, is going to be the one to fall, and there's that trait value we talked about.
Finally.
Protector going over to die for vision, so for the first time since the very beginning of this game, they have a Protector in their hands and making their way to the bottom keep.
Yeah, this Protector is always the most dangerous one. Third Protector is where games are won and lost, and with 20s out, this is a very risky position for Die for Vision. Or Durotan. Which team is on blue?
Durotan's couch is on the left.
Durotan's couch. Risky for them because they need 6 more stacks to complete the Nazebo quest. They really need those stacks.
Well, this keep is looking like it's going to go down here. Greymane going into that blunderbuss, so getting that splash damage here. And Tomb coming out. However, the Protector knocking Lurik into the back is going to fall. And I think I heard a Blessed Shield go out in there. Riptire gets value and kills the Lucio as well. And there's the Nazebo completing his stacks just in time to die. And, oh, by the way, he's back.
Oh,
it's
by
not...
the way, he's back.
What?
It's as is Uther because he took the res.
It's not... Did you look at Orioles level 20? Oh, there it is!
Why?
Oh, they get the value out of it too! Oh, the horrified... Oh, never mind.
Oh, that little... Oh, no. Oh, man. Can we just call this comp the instant res comp or something? Because Redemption plus Resurrect is just some kind of nonsense.
Yeah, plus Leoric. Like, you may as well just go ahead and throw in Malthael and Kalthazad there.
Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, we just killed 2 of your guys. Good job, team. Why is it still 5-on-5?
Well, Durotan's couch now making their way onto the core, and with only Greymane up for damage here, I don't think there's anything they can do to stop this. Nazebo does so much damage at level 20 with that Vile Infection and the Thing of the Deep there. They missed the D-Storm. Blessed Shield goes out, and they're able to stall it out for a moment, but that's going to be the game going over to Durotan's couch.
Getting value from beyond the grave. Oh, man. That last fight was a doozy.
So a 2-0 victory there for Durotan's couch over Die for Vision. Pop up these talents and stats here for you for a moment. I'm stuck in such an awkward position. I have the small dog decided she had to invade my chair sitting behind me. So I'm sitting on the very front edge of my chair, which could just flip and kill me at any moment. And then nice. Alice is sitting at my feet. So my chair has to be really far back. And I'm sitting on the front part of it. So at any moment, if you guys hear a crash, it's because I've probably died. Hey Fishy, thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the cast, the recast, the replay cast. and enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Zemo and Junkrat were neck and neck in damage. I always like to see it when people have very similar hero damage. 81,000 to 83,000.
Alrighty. Well, that is number 2 in our series of 3 here. Next up is going to be a Division B East game between Skigglies Wigglies and Indecisive Scrubs. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Yep, we'll be back in a few minutes after getting that set up. And if we don't see some of you because you've got holiday stuff, I hope you have a very wonderful rest of your Christmas.